Hey, sorry about that. Hi everyone, my name is Maryn, and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to go over being honest with oneself. So this kind of goes back to when I first started working out. I started working out about 3 years ago, being serious about my health lifestyle, about what I was consuming, what I was doing active-wise. It started about 3 years ago. And so 3 years ago, I started this journey, and I just washed the skillet and then I put it on the stove. So if you hear something, that's what it is. So 3 years ago, I started looking at what I was eating, looking at what I was doing active-wise, and looking at my body and saying, deciding then, I was like, this is really not healthy. This is really not good. And this is not how I want to live. This isn't how I expected my life to turn out. So, I started going to the gym. I started out going to the gym and going on the treadmill for 15 minutes a day. Okay, so 15 minutes, I'd go on the treadmill. If that wasn't available, I'd go on the elliptical. I hated the elliptical because with the treadmill, you can walk on it. With the elliptical, it's kind of impossible to go slow on an elliptical. I mean, you can, but you're not really at the same time. It's just really hard to go slow. And I was lazy, so I did not want to go that fast. I also was just starting out. Anyways, I was getting really irritated that I was spending all of this time at the gym and nothing was to show of it. I didn't have any progress photos to be like, look, my body's changed. Nothing. I was just getting really frustrated by that. I just didn't understand why I was putting in all this effort and nothing was coming of it. And it just really irritated me that I would read these magazine articles of these women and they lost 60 pounds and all they did was walk on the treadmill, or all they did was walk outside. All they did was this, that, and the other. And I kept thinking, well, I'm doing the exact same thing that these women claimed to have done, and nothing is showing. Nothing is coming of that. Okay, hang on. There's oil in here. Sorry, guys. Some of the coconut oil got into the thing. What is that called? Burner. Yes. I promise I can cook. I promise. These things happen. Also, I have a very old stove. I live in a small apartment. You can't see it right now. You can only just see what my camera is letting you see. But I do live in a very small apartment. It's very old, and the appliances are very old. This is just where I'm at right now in my life, and this is what I have to work with. So, anyways, but yeah, so I didn't understand what the deal was. I didn't understand why they could lose all that weight, but I couldn't. I didn't understand why they were making so much progress, but I wasn't. And I don't know what they actually did do. I don't know. Maybe all they did really was just walk for 15 minutes and they lost 60 pounds. I have no idea. But I do know what I was doing. And I know that even though I was on the treadmill walking for 15 minutes every day, which is great, you got to start somewhere. you're not going to start running marathons right away. I knew that I was going home and I was continuing to eat poorly. And what made matters worse was I would make excuses as to why I could eat poorly. I would tell myself, oh, I went to the gym today, so going out to eat is totally fine. Not only am I going out to eat, I'm going to get French fries. Or, a burger or whatever I got. Something fried. Usually 9 times out of 10, it was fried. Which, I'm not saying that you can never do that. People do flexible dieting, whatever it's called. People do that all the time where they just look for the macros and they just look at carbs, they look at protein. They don't really look at what they're consuming. They just look at what it's going to give their body, what nutrients it's going to give their body. Are they always eating hamburgers? No, by no means are they doing that. But do they occasionally have the giant burger on their plate? Well, you see that on Instagram. So obviously, if they've ordered it, I'm assuming they didn't just order something, take a picture, and then throw it away and grab a salad. Like, that would be kind of a waste. And it would be kind of a bow wow challenge right there. But, it's not that you have to restrict yourself. It's that you have to be honest with yourself. So, for instance, I had to be honest with myself that even though I was working out, even though I was consistently going to the gym, I wasn't healthy. I wasn't being healthy. I wasn't acting healthy. I wasn't, after the gym, I didn't get a protein shake. After the gym, I didn't go to the juice bar. After the gym, I didn't do anything. I went home and I watched TV and I grabbed a bag of potato chips, probably salt and vinegar, and I'd start eating that. My dog's trying to eat the kale. I would start eating potato chips and watch TV. And you can't do that if you're trying to be healthy. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you wouldn't go wash your car and then drive to the desert and put handfuls of dirt on the hood. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you have wasted your time washing your car? And it's the same thing. Like, you can't just do one thing really good for your body and then turn around and do a very detrimental thing to your body. It doesn't work out that way. Your body gets very confused, and anything you just did kind of just cancels out. Or worse, you continue to gain weight. So, what had to change? Well, I had to be honest with myself. I had to tell myself, hey, I'm so happy that you're going to the gym. I'm so happy that, you're working out. You're starting slow. That's good. That's great. However, you haven't changed anything. Like, you haven't changed anything. In fact, working out made me more hungry. So instead of just 1 bag of chips, I might have 2. And I still drink soda. I still drink sugar, any sugary drinks that I could get my hands on. I did not switch to diet because everybody told me that diet was worse than regular. And it was just really bad. What had to change? Well, my eating habits had to change. For me to actually see something happening in my body, to actually see a change working, coming together, to actually see myself progressing, to actually have a before and after picture to share with the world, I had to be honest with myself and say, you know what? I only went to the gym twice that week. I didn't work out every day like I was going to. I didn't walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes every day like I said I was going to. Maybe I only walked for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. But it definitely wasn't what I said I was going to do. And it's okay to fall off the wagon. That's not a bad thing. You know, people do it all the time. I did it all the time. That's not the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing that can happen to you is that you just give up altogether. That would be the worst thing that can happen to you. Because if you give up altogether, you're definitely not going to see any progress whatsoever. You're definitely not going to be having a before and after picture. Well, maybe you will, but it's not the before and after picture that you wanted or hoped for. You can't just give up. You can't just quit. You can't just stop because things got hard or things got complicated or you thought it was going to be a lot faster than this. You didn't realize it was going to be so difficult. Whatever it is, you can't just stop. You have to look at the situation, be honest with it, and tell yourself. Sorry, my alarm. You just have to tell yourself, okay, I want to lose, 60 pounds. I want to lose 60 pounds in 1 year. First of all, set a realistic goal. Don't be like, I want to lose 60 pounds by the end of this week, because that's not going to happen. Or even 60 pounds in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And if it does happen, it's really not healthy. So anybody that says, oh yes, I lost 60 pounds in 3 to 4 months, you got to ask them, did you get liposuction? Did you get your stomach stapled? Did you starve? Like, it's not healthy to lose that large amount of weight in that short period of time. It's just not. And I would even just watch them for the next few months and see how much they gain back. Because I promise you they will. You have to be honest with yourself, though, and say, okay, I didn't do this, or I didn't do enough of that, or after I did that, I did something bad. Or not bad. I don't want to say that eating chips is bad, but you didn't do something that was helpful. Let's just say that. You just got to look at it and say, all right, I had a piece of candy. One piece of candy is fine. Okay, that's fine. You have one piece of candy. But how many one pieces of candy did you actually have? Did you have 3 M&Ms or did you have a bag of M&Ms? Did you graze all day? Like, I work at a resort. There's a candy store in my office for like the little kids that come in. They grab those 25-cent piece candies. I had a 25-piece candy. It's one of those like little tiny, those Halloween pieces of candies, like those little Snicker things that you get at Halloween. So I grabbed one and I ate it in the morning. And then I had another one a little bit later. And then I had another one probably right before lunch and another one after lunch as like a little treat. And then I had another one right before I left. Okay, so those little tiny Snicker thingies, 3 of them is one actual Snickers bar. Except you're eating more chocolate because it's completely surrounded in chocolate. So you're getting more calories than if you had just taken a regular Snickers bar. I had like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So I had a Snickers and 2/3 of a Snickers bar. Like, it looks small. It looks very small. It looks very tedious. It looks like it's not going to hurt you. But if you count it up and you put it together, that's a lot of calories that you could have saved, that I could have saved. I had a Snickers and almost a second full Snickers. That's a lot. That's a lot. And And I think of it as, oh, I just grabbed one little piece. It's one little piece. But through the day, you add those little pieces up. And it would have been better if I had just grabbed the Snickers bar and had the Snickers bar instead of just grabbing the individual ones. So what I'm trying to say is be honest with yourself. Look at what you're eating. Look at what you're putting out, what exercises you're actually doing. And just because you go to the gym does not mean you worked out, okay? I went to the gym a lot. I didn't always work out though. Sometimes I would go to the gym, I'd walk on the treadmill for a little bit, and I would play on my phone. And I would sit in the locker room and I would play on my phone. Sometimes I would take a class and I would put half of my energy into the class. I wouldn't actually do anything that made me sweat a lot. I didn't use the amount of weights that I could have or should have used. There's a difference between going to the gym and going to work out. There is a huge difference. So you have to ask yourself, did you go to the gym or did you work out? Because those are two different things. And they look similar, they sound similar, they even sound nice, but they're not the same. And so when you tell people, I would tell people all the time, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym today. And I did go to the gym, technically. I went. I just didn't do anything. You have to be honest with yourself. I had to be honest with myself. Last week, I gained 4 pounds. I gained 4 pounds. And I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I know why I gained that 4 pounds. One, my friend came for the weekend. My friend from Boston came to visit me for the weekend. We didn't eat the best that we could have. We went out a lot. Did we have to? No, I could have cooked for the both of us. But she was in town and I wanted to show her a good time. So we went to this Thai place, got some Thai food. Don't get me wrong. The food that I ate was not extremely off the charts bad. It's not like we went to fast food restaurants and got french fries and burgers and chicken nuggets every single time. We didn't get fried chicken or anything like that. But we did go out. And whenever you go out to any restaurant, you're going to have to expect that there's a lot of salt in a lot of those meals. A lot of the weight that I had gained was me being bloated from all of the salt that I had just had. I just weighed myself today and I am down 3.2 ounces. So I only have another 0.6 ounces until I'm back at the weight that I used to be. I weighed myself yesterday, was 4 pounds over. Today, only 6 ounces. So did I lose 3.5 pounds overnight? No, I just bloated. I drank a ton of water yesterday and the day before and started the deep loading process. So a lot of the weight that I lost was not actually weight. It was just the salt content that had trapped all the water in my body. I also didn't go to the gym when she was here. I went to the gym once because her plane was late. So I went to the gym. I wasn't planning on even going to the gym, but I went to the gym that morning. So I lost a total of 4 days at the gym because I don't work out on Tuesdays. And so I lost a total of 4 days, which means I only worked out 3 days that week. And I ate a lot of salt. So gaining 4 pounds, to me, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I gained 4 pounds. I know why I gained those 4 pounds. I am not mad at myself because I know exactly where those pounds came from. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to look at it and say, all right, I gained some weight. Where did that weight come from? Well, I had a Snickers and a half in those little tiny candies. Well, I had this. Well, I did that. Well, I didn't go to the gym. Well, I went to the gym, but I didn't work out. Just find what it is. And don't be mad about it. Just be honest about it. And do better the next time. Do better the following day. As soon as she left on Monday, Tuesday came around and I restarted my clean eating habits. I restarted drinking all of this water. I restarted eating better, working out. I restarted my goals, my plans. Just restart. It's fine. I've restarted multiple times. I can't even count the number of times that I've had to restart something. It's okay. I can't stress that enough. It is okay. But you have to be honest. Now, my food is probably getting really cold right now, so I'm going to sign off. But I really hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns at all, please leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already, follow and vote for this video. And just because I always show you, look, I didn't burn my toast this time. Very exciting. Okay, you know that I usually have 2 pieces of toast, but this is my breakfast for this morning. It's the same thing that I have every single time. I've already done a video on it. If you want to see me make my breakfast again, just leave a comment and I will go over with how I do that. There was something else that I was going to say, but I totally forgot. That's okay. This is why I write things down. Anyways, have a great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever, wherever you are, whenever you are watching this. And I really hope that you have a great rest of your day, or you had a great day. If there's anything you guys want to see, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, dollies.